Alright, so spring is here, and that might be a good thing for a lot of you guys, but for me personally, it's not that much of a great thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like spring, but spring just means that summer is coming soon. And I don't really like summer, because you sweat a lot, and I don't like sweating. But nevertheless, in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to remove an object from a photo. So maybe you have some sort of an object which makes your photo look a little silly. You can remove that and now your picture looks fine. Now you can do this automatically in Photoshop or manually. Now both have their advantages. For example, if you do it automatically, that's going to save you a bit of time and it's just easier to do. If you do it manually, that's going to make your result more accurate. Alright, so now let's say I want to remove this cupcake from the picture. So that's super easy. I'm just going to select any selection tool. So that can be the rectangular marquee tool. So I'm just going to use that for this case. But you can use basically any selection tool you want. So once you've selected the object you want to remove, you're going to right click and you want to press fill. So now this is the automatic way of doing it. Next you want to make sure that this is set to content aware and that color adaptation is checked. And you want to keep the blending mode to normal and the opacity to 100. Next you want to click OK. Now let's just let Photoshop do its thing. And yeah, let's just wait for that. So as you can see, the object has completely been removed. But to be honest with you, this background was way too simple. Now let's choose a slightly more complex background. So something like this. Now the background is still not super complex, but it's a little bit more complex than what we had earlier. So again, let's say I want to remove this tool right here. So I'm just going to use my rectangular marquee tool. Again, you can use anything you want. In fact, I have a whole video on the tools you can use to select stuff. I'll leave a link to that video at the top of this video and in the description below. I think you should definitely check it out. And yeah, let's get back to this tutorial. So now I'm going to select my object. Again, I'm going to go to fill and keep the same settings. And again, let's just wait for it to do its thing. Now if you look at the photo, you can't even tell that there was ever a wrench around here. Now let's just use this same technique to remove something else. So how about this set of tools right here? Now if I use the rectangular marquee tool here, as you can see, it's going to select a part of the other tool right here. So I'm just going to use the lasso tool for this particular task. So I'm just going to use the lasso tool and very roughly outline the object. Alright, once I'm done with that, again, fill, content aware, normal 100%, and OK. And once again, the set of tools has completely been removed. Okay, so that was the automatic way of removing stuff. Now let's talk about the manual way of removing stuff inside of Photoshop. So over here I have this picture, and now I'm going to show you how to manually remove an object from a photo. So in this picture we're going to remove this book and this leaf on top of the book right here. So what you want to do is that you want to select the clone stamp tool. Next you want to go over to the background. So for this particular image, the background is this grass over here. So once you've found the background, you want to hit Alt on your keyboard, and next you want to click on the background. I guess the softness of your brush and which type of brush you use and just the overall settings that you use for your brush totally depend on the situation. But for this particular situation, I'm going to use a really soft brush. Okay, so once you've found that brush that you need, you're going to just paint over this object. Now what this is basically doing is that this is sampling the background and it's just painting that background over your object. Next, you want to remove any extra smudges here and there that you left out while painting initially. And that's it. Now, as you can see, we just have the background, which is the grass in this case, and we've completely removed the book. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. And do keep in mind, you can use these methods for basically any image. Well, not any image. Obviously, there's going to be some images where it's almost impossible to bring back the background. But this should work for most images. If the automatic mode doesn't work, you might want to try the clone stamp tool and do it manually. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. And I hope you guys liked it. If you guys do enjoy content like this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on any future content.